Hi, everybody. Well, a lot of people are right. I have lashed out an awful lot at people. And then I started looking around at other creators I really liked before and trusted, and everybody knows everybody. I guess I'm the only one who didn't know everybody knew everybody. Everybody's got everybody's phone numbers, but nobody invites me up on a panel to say, Kimmy, what do you remember about this case or that case? And Doug, you did a lot of crazy things at the start, but you were never ever mean to me. Never, Doug. Never. And I thank you for that, Doug. Because I watched a little bit of your live last night. And you're bringing up everything that I tried to bring up from the start, and nobody would listen. Hi, Penelope. I'm not going to do any more lives, okay? I'm just going to talk about how I feel, okay? You were so nice to me in the channel. Griff is a good man. When guys have to travel to go out of town to work, they leave their families. Then they're alone in a motel room. Why do you think big old Griffey has that big old dog? I'm sorry. I cry. But everybody tried to make me go crazy, and then I went to music, and now everybody's telling me I need to go see a psychiatrist and all these things. And I see my psychiatrist, and she tells me confront those who hurt you, and then I confront them, and everybody's going, she has a mental problem. If I told everybody right from the start that I lived through so much, do you think anybody would have listened to me? Nobody believes I was saved by a Sasquatch. I can't find anybody alive. All I know is my dad beat up my uncle really bad because my mama had feelings that something was wrong with her baby girl. And then a year or two later, I was in 6 Kids Toronto Hospital getting experimental surgery on my ear. And you know what, Penelope, I hope I don't ramble, but this is me, okay? I can remember being at 6 Kids Hospital because there was a little girl just like me. We had the same operations, and we're looking at each other in the mirror, and we're screaming because we both had ear operations on, and they were working on the pavement. So every time the pavement was being struck by the jackhammers, her and I honestly believe we were put out. We were put out. Because I don't remember after her and I looking at each other, screaming, putting our hands over both our ears because we had like chunks of where they cut our ears off and built the whole new channel, it was experimental surgery. That's 53 years ago. I don't know. All I know is I see a big old bear in Griff trying to get a job, and you see the Chihuahua bite, 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 bite. And Benny Keys will always be a Chihuahua. He has no home. And from what I just found out by watching somebody else's live, he did have an affair with Monica. Because I said right from the start, he was too close to Monica. So that case that Benny Keys was involved in then was tainted. And I will say again, unless you have a whole bunch of football players in your house, those suckers, they come in and they come out. And half the time they don't wear their own shoes. So whoever, and I will say this again, whoever the last person out, regardless if they're your shoes or not, you're either you fit in them or you don't, or you go running out with the shoes saying, who's got my shoes? So, again, I will tell you, I had to feed all these friggin' nut bars in my house. And I would just think of this nut bar, me driving a minivan with all these nut bars in, all the kids, and me having I don't know how many dozens of cinnamon buns that I made to bring to my boys. I can remember my son Superman in the field. This kid, white fucking pants, okay, I'm swearing. Any mama who had to wash white jerseys, okay? Or not white jersey, white pants. I went up to the coach one day and I said, whose every idea it was to do white pants? I want to fucking kill them. And then he said, oh, you're Drew's mom, right? I said, yeah, why do you think he walks off the My son was so, he would walk on the bench that all the guys would walk. And just think, I'm 5'2". My bear is about 6'2", redheaded, like the guy off Game of the Thrones. So just imagine my baby, and I'm watching, and I really don't know if he's allowed to be doing all this stuff because he's my baby. So all of a sudden I look, and then I look again, and he's on the ground. I run over there, jumped a fence. And I jumped a fence, and I went on a track and field trip that I never ever wanted to go on. I ran up to Mama Jerry, who had all her boys. They're the Goche boys. These guys, just say I played third base, and one of the Goche boys, the balls that would go by went, zing! But I would catch them, But a couple of times, let's just say he broke my fingers. But just imagine having 8 to 10 of these freaking idiots, all different sizes, but they're all bears, okay? Football players are bears. Football players are bears. And then, okay, the basketball players, those are your giants, right? Everybody thumbs up that the basketball players are the giants. because I am going to get Shaq to pick me up and give me a hug, because I'm going to have a fight with Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart is the same size as me. And I said way back in one of my videos, I want to box with him. I really, really do. And I think his wife and his kids heard me and giggled. You know? Oh, Penelope. What was your brother like after he... Oh, when he lost a football game, Did you see your big guys cry? What do you do when you got all these great big guys coming off the field crying? Like, these are like, you know? Oh, I know. You know what we need? We haven't had, other than that freaking concert that everybody, that was so satanic, everybody fucking blew up everybody. Yeah. Your brother is he's a big teddy bear. He's just like Griff. All the football players are bears. They are. And all of our police officers, those are wolves, they're a wolf. They track and they track and they track. But our police officers, like I keep saying, they need to be cleansed, because our police, and he's very sensitive. Oh, I bet you could make your brother cry like that, right? Thumbs up if you can make your brother cry within a second. All you have to do is say, I love you. You're my favorite brother. And then you punch him in the belly and run like hell. Penelope, I bet you're smaller than your brother, right? Oh, and aren't you the girl who's been with a guy for 15 years? And you're engaged? Or is that somebody else? Is that you? Because I can remember some people's what they say in chat, because it's like, oh, are you ever cute? You're the same girl that said you went to a funeral and you saw your grandma, right? Your grandma loved you. And your grandma taps you and pinches you. Was your grandma a bum pincher? Because I bet you every once in a while you get a pinch on... Your grandma was a pincher or something, or a poker. Yeah. See, our aunts that really love us, it's because we are connected to those women. It's because she was psychic and you were probably too. Right. She appeared to you to say, hey, girl, I'm good. Meet you up in heaven. Bye. You know, that's what they do. People who love us pop in and out. Some of us kind of get freaked out and go, oh, do I need to go see a doctor? But no doctor is ever going to understand blood love. You know, it's blood love. It's people who love us. People who love us are always connected to us. See, summer. Ooh. Are we talking about summertime or summer? Because we need our summer right now. I'm in Canada, and this is probably one of my poor hubby. Let's just say we got into a fight today, okay? Well, it wasn't really a fight. My poor hubby has had to clear. Oh, and we're getting more snow. He's had to clear every freaking day for about the last 3 days. He's had to uncover our house, our windows. Yeah. I want to play with my bat. Hey, everybody. You ladies that where you can, go roast marshmallows for me, okay? Yeah. See, I pray summer was maybe picked up by a Sasquatch. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Candace remembers to a certain point. But see, if she was in a stress-useful situation, that time doesn't mean nothing. All those duck dogs up on that hill, there should have been a lot of friggin' barking. You know, right? Thumbs up if everybody are searching for her, how come nobody's hearing dogs barking? Right? Who took that little girl somewhere with the dogs? Because remember, Dawn was not there. I don't know. The thing about going into the doctors for pills, right? My girlfriend died of pills, okay? That little girl never wore shoes. Summer was like me, she never wore shoes, okay? Um, I don't, I just, I'll tell you one thing. Shortly after I did a video, I can't remember, it was a while back. Every time I said Summer's name, it would crack and it would crack, okay? And then at one point in one of my videos, I said about Lady Diana is part of my star for all the manic depressive people who saw things. See, when I I can't watch things of Summer because every time I see Summer, I throw up. And what I'm starting to connect, when I see somebody or hear something, voices. See, Benny is way, way too close. Benny is spinning for the family. Candace should not be up on any live. She is a part of an investigation, and Benny is like he's slanting it just like he did Cash's case. Because every time Benny goes to a case, it's tainted. I kind of think Benny's being paid by the West or somebody to keep some kind of spin going. Because it's not those two little boys that are missing. Well, look at Canada. When the spring thaws, like it always does. I don't know if it's a cult either. There's too much death around that family. The other sister died and nobody, like, see, you have to track where kids are going missing. A lot of time, you don't track little, I'm going to say it, you don't track little black kids who have been taken away from their mothers because their fathers are in jail. It's just an easy way to take them. Because a mama who's at home trying, well, how is she paying her bills? So she's got to go out and work. She's got to get somebody to babysit. So if somebody's watching your kid and you're paying them probably about 3/4 of the money you make. So it's just, I don't know. Like, see, I lost See, okay, we got two girls in here. Did you ever lose your kid? You ever have a kid? Did you ever lose your brother in a store? Or did he lose you? But in the meantime, most of us were hiding in the clothes rackets. So when he came to look at his shirt that his mom told him to go buy, we opened up the clothes rack and went, hi! Like, we scared the shit of each other because we were always told to go 2x2s or all together. I don't know. Oh, I know. And it's so scary. But it was almost. See, almost. Your babies, somebody was trained to say, help. And don't teach your kids to yell help. They gotta scream, fire! Fire! Yeah. Some guy, when I was little, a guy tried to lure, you know the word I'm trying to say. He tried to get me in a car with a puppy dog. And behind that puppy dog, that man exposed himself. I ran to my daddy so fast. My daddy, let's just say the police were there in seconds. Right. See, Penelope, this is why I called AV. Because in 1 second, I went to put my daughter on the bus. Okay? She's on the bus. Okay? She's safe. She's gone to school. Okay? She's gone to school. We'll be safe. Okay, remember, I have a redhead, and he looked like a little Chucky doll, and I don't know why I even dressed him like him, too. So, yeah, kick him in the back of the knees like a Ninja Turtle claw kick. They buckle. And then you poke their freaking eyeballs out. Once they can't see, or grab them in the knickers. Like, kick, karate, like, my story. So, see, I get off track. So, the kid's on the bus, my good girl who's always with a good girl, never done nothing to her mother other than be born on Friday the 13th at 1 minute to 12 on my mother and father's anniversary. Okay, that's another story. But I get her on the bus, he's standing there. I just go in the house for a second to shut the door. I come in, shut one door, come back out, shut the other door. I told Steve, AV Watchman, my kid was gone. I'm going. I think he was 4 years. Or wait, was he 4? I don't even know. He was walking, okay? I looked around. There's that frig. Thank God the tree's down. I think that's why our storm took the tree down, because every time I looked outside, I could see where that little brat, how high he went up there. I said to Steve, I still don't know how that little brat got up that fast, that high. I think my Sasquatch that protected me came and put him up in the tree and said, psych, because anybody research for me, how long does Sasquatch live? Because nobody ever knows how long they live. So, I wonder if my Sasquatch mama is living around my house. Because let's just say the facts of the howling hunting guy. You want to hear some really good stories about hunting and Sasquatch stuffy? Oh. Oh, I know. Like, Never look. No, I know. No, like you woulda that in a holler. Everybody knows that lives in a holler. That sound goes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right? See, oh, I just think about the grandmother sitting in there getting pills. This is where I got sidetracked again. Okay? My girlfriend who was addicted to, ooh, what did the doctors have me? See, the doctors had me on so many medications trying to get me stabilized that by the time my girlfriend, I had to break away from her. Yeah, the other daughters did too. Like, holy shit. My grandma who loves me, how could you leave me and the daughters dying? Your kids, Grandma Rose ain't a nice lady or whatever she is. But you have to think, she's in there getting pills, okay? I'm going to bring this out. If you're out there in a doctor office, how long did she have to sit there to get because they call in your script, so she had to sit there for how long to get that script. So that little girl and Hunter are in the car that long without water, okay? Then they go, where do they go? Swimming next? Or whatever. Or even if you go swimming and then you go, that little girl was never replenished with enough water to support her breathing. Because the one video of her sitting beside the milk, you see her arm is up and she's sitting by cold milk to bring her temperature back to a good temperature. This is my feelings, okay? So you see them saying, yeah, they called in and then they had to go get the medication at the pharmacy. So that's more time in a hot vehicle with a little girl who is not, her body cannot take all the sweating that she is going through. Hunter, it's okay. Grandma, Candace, all of them are okay because they're not little, right? Right? So her, whatever time she sat out, then she went swimming great. But it's regardless of the changing, putting clothes on, putting whatever, all that changing clothes or putting on clothes, that's just more spin to like keep away to say that little girl was possibly dying at the time. The same time when I said that they put Carter was in and out of that bed as Cash was dying. Okay? Cash was dying and they put Carter in a bed that he kept going in and out and saying, this is not right, this is not right. And yeah, it's all deflecting. Hopefully. Dawn the Scorpio, he knows it's fucked up just like I do. Why do you think he grabbed her by the throat? By the throat. Regardless if Candace has been going through a lot of mental abuse and stuff, that's his baby girl, his only baby girl. And everybody knows, yeah, they didn't even go fishing. They said it was like all these, blah, 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 blah. It's all spin. Nobody can remember what they were saying because everything's a lie. Everything is a lie. So I want to know, I want to see, if Grandma had a script of pills, I want to see everybody who got, I want to see if she's had to get that script renewed, because if she's under so much pain, she would have to regularly get this script done, wouldn't they? Because I know when I was on pain medication, and my friend who eventually I found out she was stealing my pills, because I had to tell her to not come to my place anymore. And shortly after that, they found her dead beside a dumpster. Dead. Dead, dead, dead. So when I found that out, yeah, all the phone calls, all that, blah, 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 blah. You know, Benny Keys will talk to everybody on the phone, but he won't talk to me. I know I'm not special, but he won't talk to me. Look at Griffey put me up there, you know. Griffey put me up there, and Griffey's probably going to get backlash. But you know what? Griffey believes me because he works with his hands. He does not spin hate. See, I don't think Hunter is involved either. That's spin. Because they're trying to put something on a young man who's got a girlfriend. Like, leave that young man alone, and now he's in his own troubles. Like, yeah, but Griffey's a bear. I'm not a bear. I'm learning how to be a bear. See, you know what? You know what I do? Can you just look at me and look at Griffey? I'd be standing behind Griff going, save me! The bitches are coming! You know, I'm sure his wife has had to do that behind him. Or I bet you she's stood in front of him going, don't do it, big guy, don't. But Griffey can laugh and giggle. He's funny. He's a comedian in his own right. You know? Yeah! Why do you think I like big guys and bears? And because you never understand until you are at the end of, yeah. See, when you can stand at the end of a football game, remember Penelope with your brother, and they come off the field, and you get a hug from every player on that team, you know? Yeah, of course your man's built like Griffey. I bet you're a teeny weeny little girl, and because all of a sudden, most of the teeny weeny girls end up marrying bears, you know. And it looks funny, but it's cute, you know. Because us teeny weeny girls sometimes have to climb up to the top of that bear. Or stand on chairs and say, give me a kiss before you go. That's why I always say to people, if you go outside, bless your feet like Jesus. You gotta wash your feet. Even if you just put your feet over the tub or whatever you do, and you wash them, then with soap and water, and you dry them, and as you are drying them, you say, when I leave here, I will only give out love and light. Oh, see, you got me right in the middle of it, Lynn Morrison. I wanted to be a nurse, you know. That's in an older video. But I was a candy striper, okay? I loved everybody I went to. And then one of my ladies died, you know. And then I broke down, slid down the wall, and I cried, and I went, "Where'd she go?" And the nurse who knew I would go and see her all the time, she come over and she said, "Kimmy," because I had finally beat her. I think it was crazy 8 she was trying to teach me, or was it 31? But when the nurse actually sat down beside me and she had a dress on, she said, "Kimmy," she went to sleep with a smile on her face. She said, "We were going to come in and give you guys heck a couple of times because you were kind of loud. But then after you left because it was quiet, we went in to go in." Oh, I know. To feel it once you have a baby die in your arms, you're done. You're done. So after she died, I was never a nurse. My parents allowed me to really go into girls' hockey. So, yeah, see, those of us, my father had Parkinson's. My father was a welder like Griff. He could do anything. My dad, who could do anything at the end of his life, he couldn't even feed himself. So I would go in there with them and try to pick up my dad and try to help him and do things. So I left as they finally brought him back home, only to get a phone call from my brother to say, "Mom found Dad on the bed or on the floor. Before anybody comes, do you want to see him?" I said, "No." I said, "No, I want to remember Daddy the way I left when I did see him alive." And those of us who are caretake our families, we are the lovers. Yes, we all have to love those babies. Like Rajon, 100. I loved seeing his little boy, Romy. I would watch Rajon take his little guy, run all over the place, and people don't understand. When you watch how beautiful your children are, allow me to watch your child. And then after a year and a half, come back and say, "You don't remember me?" And then Rajon came to one of my pages and put, because I told him I have Jolly Ranchers have pineapples because he likes pineapples, and so do Romy, as he's in alive, because it was just me. I said, "Ask the guy if you got," he says, "Do you have pineapple Jolly Ranchers here?" And the guy says, "Nope." And I said to Rajon, I said, "It's only in Canada." So Rajon thought it was funny to come to my page and you guys with your emojis and stuff, he put a pineapple and a little black. Yeah, I'm a jelly bean. I love the cinnamon hearts or the lips and all that stuff. But he put a little black baby there too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because see, that's where, Lynn, you're one of Ishtar's maidens. Women who hold. You're one of Ishtar maidens. I'll tell you today. You have ever heard the story of Ishtar's maidens? Because I think this will really heal you. Okay? Can I tell you? Because I know you're crying and I'm crying. Everybody crying. Okay. Because Lynn, you are one of Ishtar's maidens. In the time of war, yeah. See, you had to feel. See, you are one of Ishtar's maidens. Because Ishtar's garden was a place where warriors came, where probably a Lynn Morrison way back then was there to greet soldiers, coming back with arms removed, legs removed, or seeing their best friend die, or accidentally killing their own man, you know. See, you are one of those ladies who hold love. You hold love. And everybody that you touch, they tell you you are very, very warm person all the time. I bet you are always hot more than others. Because those of us who can hold pain in, that's why a lot of us go through menopause and all those things, because we are good. Did you? I wish I could see a guy go through the change of life, you know? Just one hot flash. Really? Just one. Or one contraction. Really? Did you ever see those? I'm mood swinging. But you want to see some really cool. The best videos are the guys that put on. Those machines that make guys simulate having contractions? Go and watch it. It is the funniest thing ever. Maybe we should post those on Benny Keys' page. Like, oh my God. See, because look at the pain, and that we can see blood, we can do all this, and then all of a sudden a guy cuts his fingers. Help! I'm bleeding out. But most of the time it's just a boo-boo. Boo-boos, right? Thumbs up for boo-boos. like, oh! Oh, I know. See, I think we're all manic. You all are manic depressive in here. That's why we're all getting along. You guys are crying. I'm crying. Anybody got to go for a pee break? My husband had to talk to me today. He goes, darling, baby, I'm scared. I said, don't you think I'm scared? So I said to him, I said, you know what, I think I haven't been eating enough in the last while. Since Steve Lacchio's auntie died and I got my star, I haven't eaten enough chocolate. I think I've been eating too many freaking clementine oranges. Why the hell am I eating freaking oranges when I want chocolate? Right? And everybody says I'm drunk. Could you see me drunk? Every time, I'm the type of person that can't drink because eventually I pee my pants, because most of the time there's a line up to the washroom and I cannot hold my bladder. So if I'm at somebody's house and I gotta go pee, I'm out the back door going for a pee in your backyard doing a Benny Keys. So that's why I don't drink. Chocolate is the best thing. Penny Lope. Do you want to know what a double turtle is? Okay, this is my invention. I think I blocked it somewhere. Time stamped, okay? You know how turtles are really, really good? When you eat your turtles, have a bowl of chocolate chips. And when your chocolate's all gone, pop some more chocolate in. And keep doing it until all the caramel's gone, and then you're just left with nuts. The best part of it is the nutty part, like me, that I can't chew anymore because I don't have any teethies. Remember? Benny Keys makes fun of me because I don't have any teethies. He's going to keep saying that. Somebody's going to punch his teethies out for me. Right? Because I already told Comey, I ain't going anywhere near my daughter lives. Because they got animals. They got animals. It's like a crocodile. Okay, a crocodile, an alligator or something. She sent me a picture. And I said, I am not going anywhere near you. You have attack animals hiding underneath your vehicle to come out and bite you by the leg. I said, I'm going to buy some cowboy boots or rent a friggin' what do you call those again? I can't say it. You know those armored guys that have the armor right up to their knees or their whatevers? I'm going to do that, or I'm going to have Mr. Comey carry me because, like, he's really tall, right? Oh, I know. She showed me other critters. I ain't going there. You know what I said about Mr. Comey? Penelope, you want to hear something funny? Okay? Remember when Mr. Comey had to go and meet Mr. Trump as he was trying to hide behind the curtain? Yeah, remember that? I said to Mr. Comey, how the hell were you ever a secret FBI, whatever you were? You had to be a lamppost or a tree because you weren't hiding behind nothing. So, that's an older video. But then I said to Mr. Comey, I said, I went to his page. Go look at Mr. Comey's wife. She is beautiful, but he doesn't have a boy. He's got 5 women. No wonder his friggin' arms are so long, because he had to hold all them women back from beating the hell out of Trump's bitches. All those fakey girls. You know, I know there's at least 2 of Comey's girls, right? There is 2 of Comey's girls that were not allowed to go to a dinner because they threatened to kick the shit out of the Trumpettes. You know? Really? Because he's an FBI agent and he doesn't have any boys. So one of his girls or two of his girls is a tomboy. Right? Yeah. See, Benny Keys is icky. He's icky, icky, icky. Ladies, 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 ladies. Gang bang is not a good word. I get told I'm not supposed to swear and do that. And I swear too much in my videos, and if I did more, they would probably go out in the algorithm. But to yell, gang bang, gang bang, gang bang, that has been a man who's been at a gang bang, right? See, Benny Keys admitted to me one day that he is bipolar. And I said that to him as he put me up on that live. After that, he has never ever allowed me back on a live because Benny Keys is not on his medication. Benny Keys' sister killed herself because she was lesbian, and that family does not accept her being a lesbian. Why do you think Mama Keys sits beside Benny and pets her little pet? See, I said that. Everybody said, like when I said about the dogs attacking Mama Keys, I said to the point is, when Benny Keys is screaming and screaming and screaming, he draws. A pit bull will come to protect. Those pit bulls didn't know. They were just coming to the screaming, the vibrational noise out of that house. They were coming to protect. Benny Keys brought that to the house, and then what did he do? He killed a dog off his property. He didn't have to kill that dog, but he took the dog's life, right? So, that man has a killer instinct. He killed a dog very easily, you know. I want to see the whole videotape of the whole situation. See, because, sorry for coughing, but that dog's soul and spirit will follow Benny Keys to the end of his living and breathing life. I have been in the middle of dog fights too, but I've never had to stab them. You know, I had my big dog and another dog fighting. His video, like, see, when he put up his video about his sister, I'm going to go to my sister, I was in the chat and said, what the hell are you doing? You do not need to go on a live while you are going to see your sister. And then he goes up to the cop, can I see her? And then the police officer, I said, I gotta go because whatever you're doing, and everybody go in the chat going, I'm so sorry, Benny, I'm so sorry, I'm Benny, I'm so sorry. After that, I went, okay. Like, and then his sister, I started getting dreams about Lacey. I had really bad nightmares about Lacey. I think Lacey was punished by her hands bleeding. Oh, yeah. See, when Lacey died, I have. He does it for the blood money. He is into money. And he is look at he tossed that baby of his away like nothing. Anybody see his video of his little guy biting donuts in the box and putting them back in the box, leaving a mark saying, "I'm here"? Benny Keys denied if it wasn't for COVID, he wouldn't be with his son, or wouldn't be with his wife, or his son wouldn't be born. And then we find out the wife he has been, yeah, his wife, he's signing papers for a divorce because he had an affair with Monica. From what it looked like from No Thanks' video last night that I popped in, and then I just had to leave because everybody's making off money off of that. It's spin, like, it's us mamas that never lost our kids, or they locked us in the pantry, or our big brothers that beat us up. Benny Keys was never a good brother to his sister, because as he's going around trying to find kids, his sister is drinking herself to death. And why? Because she was a lesbian and it wasn't acceptable for her to be a lesbian. You know? Right. Like if I had money, people say Griffey hurt people, but Griffey got into a bad situation looking. When you got to travel for work, nobody will ever understand when you have when you drive to where your work is. He has to leave his lady. Like, if I had money, I'd buy them a travel trailer and say, "There you go. Here's your home. Travel wherever you got to go." But everybody will give Benny money. That's what's icky. Yeah. See what oh, that's why I always just say, need a motorhome because, yeah, if I had money, I'd buy them a motorhome. Like, that man saved his dog. Benny Keys killed one. Like, that's the whole difference. See, Benny Keys is a killer of dogs, and Griffey is a saver. Yeah. Benny Keys uses Griff for content. And Griff said to me, "Don't worry, you're probably going to be used for content, but it doesn't matter what Benny uses. I know Griffey's intent was for me to speak my truth so I could get to know that great big freaking bear." And you know what? His email came through to me in how many, what is it, a year now? I finally get an email back from somebody I sent it to. So, who's getting my emails? Duty Ron didn't get his. All those things I said about, like, in Texas when that freaking did anybody hear about the hostage taking? Did anybody? Yeah, and to bring up his daughter and his family is so sick when Benny Keys is spreading seeds all over the freaking place and people pay him. Because you know what? He's the new popcorn. I said that long ago. Like when I first put the snowball in the UN. But I just said, I should have said, like me and subscribe to me too. Because he gained 800,000 views since I told him to go watch the popcorn. The guy who's jerking off and peeing outside, and I'm teaching him how to pee. Next, hopefully, he'll wash his hands. Like, and then Beth McGee and Joni Springs and these two witches keep bugging me because that Joni Spring bugged Griffey too, right? Because I blocked her. I blocked her somehow. Yeah, spitting every time they spit. Like, that's what I said to Griff. I said him and his mother, everybody should spit on him. But see how good Griff was? No, that's not nice. But I think afterwards he thought, yeah, I think because Benny Keys went after all the women with stiletto heels. I said, it's women with our stiletto heels we haven't had on in years. Let's go get them out and run towards Benny Keys with our stilettos off and freak him out and see what he does. Because he says he'll always beat up everybody. But in the email that he won't tell everybody that I had said to him, okay, about with all the guns and stuff and this and that and shooting and stuff, which he said I threatened to shoot him. You know what I said to him after he called me a snake? He called me a snake. I said to him, you know what? I'd beat your freaking ass. He won't say that I said I'd beat him up, but he'll say I'll shoot him. But the idiot doesn't realize I have that in emails, and I already told Grady Judd. What he is saying about me shooting him is slander, because I never said I wanted to shoot him. I said I wanted to beat the crap out of him. There's a big difference. But he's not going to tell all the guys out there that I said, meet me on the border of Canada and US and we'll see who wins. Right? He ain't going to tell anybody that. And you know what? I'll tell you another thing. Doug was never mean to me. No thanks, Doug. Dougie's never been mean to me. Yeah. I wish Dougie would get me up on a panel, because Benny's doing the same thing to him, because I had said to him around the same time, Doug, Benny's laughing at you about drinking. And I had said to him, one day at a time, darling. I send him all these emails. One day at a time, do what you gotta do, focus. But not one email was ever returned from Doug, Not one. Yeah. See, Doug's a bear too, Benny Keys is a chihuahua. There's something in Doug's life that there's a box Doug hasn't addressed, and I bet you it's not even Doug's fault. A lot of times we don't look into a box that keeps us drinking, and then we look in it and it was somebody's guilt they put on us. That's why when 4 years ago, when we were all put in a box, see, I just went into Doug the other night because for some reason I needed to go in there and see, because with everybody coming in and talking to me, I don't know to be honest, I don't know who creators sub you guys are to. So I was mean to a bunch of people that did come in and try to say hi to me, because I didn't trust you. Like you guys that are in here now, You're trying to tell Griffey, slow down, big guy. She's okay. But Griffey's a bear. Once he starts, he's got to get all that bear out, you know. Rah! He's got to growl until his growl is right out of his belly. And then when he gets back on track and he goes, sees all us women are going, slow down, big guy. It's just a really long name. Right, Griffey? Because, like, oh, when I saw his dog, Max, like, and you know what the scary thing is? Oh, I don't know if you guys know about Kiki Camarena, the last narc. He was a police officer that was killed by a guy named Max, who was working for the U.S. government that murdered Kiki Camarena, basically. But he's the reason why I do a lot my videos. Like, when I seen his wife cry, and nothing breaks like a heart. She put her man off to work one day, and the U.S. government kidnapped him, tortured him to death with another man, and threw them out like trash. So that's why I said to Steve when he was going around in his videos to certain places that some houses that he went to had Santa, they had kind of blessings outside the house to keep negativity away. A lot of you ladies right now, I need you to do this around your house, okay? Wherever you live or your apartment, if you live in a large piece of property, you need to take salt. If you can get a box of salt, sprinkle it around your whole property line. If you can't do this and it's winter, do it in your window panes and your doors. This may sound like itchy witchy magic, but unless negativity is invited into your house, it cannot cross the salt barrier. So what you see sometimes, that you're being told in movies, it's true. All you ladies need to get yourself a rose quartz crystal. And you need to sew it in, if you wear bras or whatever, or even just carry it in your breast pocket above your heart. Also this is just coming into my mind, because you need to get a tiger's eye stone. You can go to all your little stores that have, like, polished rocks, okay? Go and get a tiger's eye, or even go to a bead store. Buy a bunch of tiger eye beads and make yourself a necklace, okay? But this stone, it's called a tiger eye, is a male-female stone. And this will keep your female side strong, but also bring out your male side to protect you. So gather these stones, rose heart above your heart, and a stone, or even if you go to look at the stone, a stone will make you tell you, buy me, Like, yeah, smudge kit. Always smudge your house. Yes. See, you have, and see, if you don't have any fresh sage, I was telling this to another girl, you can put it in a bowl or a shell or whatever, but use a skewer to burn your dry sage and then you sage your house, and you this way. You always got to go from this direction clockwise. It's always clockwise, okay? Never do this like bad. Like, and just a lot of women right now need porridge in your body. You need blueberries. We need, all the stuff our grandmas used to make and say, eat this will be good for you. Yeah, always clockwise. You start in at 12, and you know what's really nice? If you can, get up with your sunrise. Start in the east and say, good morning, world. Say a little prayer in the east. Then go, however it goes. But you have to start in the east. Then you go east, south, and then you say, south. South is fire. Good morning, all my fire people. How you doing? And then you go in the west, and the west is over here. So the west is water. So you go up to the effect like, Kimmy Monster, if you're out there, please don't cry as much today, But you can do that. And then you go in the north, which is earth. It's the ground. And you say, in the north, help me keep grounded today, But see, I was taught this by a native man, and I can see him telling me this at a fire circle to do this. And ever since I did that, that's what I think I need to do, is to get out in the sun and do this. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning and greet the sun, even though it's cold, See, a lot of our old stories. Okay, I'll finish Ishtar's maiden, okay? Right? Ishtar's garden, again, it was like, that's why you see nurses, like, it's Ishtar's garden, because women, very rarely you'd see men break down in front of women. But we also have to tell our men, you're allowed to cry in front of me. We have to tell our men, you can cry, you can scream, you can yell, but don't be a chihuahua and pick on people, See, that's why I always keep saying prayers. Like, I worry so much about Ukraine and Russia. They're going to go to war. Men are going to die. And then another place where people die, nothing will ever grow again. Everywhere people try to build on places, it's wiped out because people died there before. Like, that's what I say. Oh, I would never go in Bakersfield. Where that house was. Like, they're even driving around in Steve's vehicle, driving around that area where they had like the press conference. There's a lot of death in that place. It's just not what's going on. Whatever was there before, and it's just not. They tried to build something there because they tried to make it into something a long time ago, right? They had the irrigations and everything. They were going to do something. But see, that's why I said to Steve all the time, could you see me and Steve, baby, watchmen going out to a desert? Me who have dead people pop in and out of me, and I feel things and all this shit. Should I'd be up on AB's shoulder going, piggyback ride, and Shadow will be going, get off my daddy. Like, holy jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Hey, you guys have jobs, don't you? Honest to God. Oh, could you see me in Penelope? Could you see me in a desert? Could you? I said, just imagine, just think about me riding on a camel. That freak! I tried to ride a horse one time. That horse found the only telephone people. That horse found the only telephone peephole in that freaking yard and put me right into the telephone pole as I went down it like this. And my Uncle Harold had to take me to the hospital because I broke my nose. Like, I've been really good. I haven't. Maybe I need to go to the doctor. Maybe I should get my blood checked because I wonder if I'm diabetic. My daddy was. Yeah, I think I should make an appointment. Oh, I don't want to be on a game when I leave here. Where are you going? What game are you going to? Are you having fun and not telling me? Hey, if you guys go for rides in your car and you're able to show me where you're going, or even take a video of where you live around, that's cool too, you know. I loved going around Stodom. Oh, what's that? Is that gambling? Because I'm not allowed to gamble. Guess what? I was playing Farmville. Remember Farmville? Hey? Let's just say we were on our way to Ottawa one time. I said to my husband, I can't leave if I don't water my friend's farm. They'll be mad at me. You live in Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I, P-P-I. Remember how your teachers told you how to spell that in a rhyme? M-S-I, P-P-I, S-S-I, P-P-I. If you pee your pants in because I'm making fun of you, I'm not making fun of you, but I'm making fun of my teacher that taught me how to say M-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-P-I. Fuck. Oh my goodness, I thwarted. I might go out of the algorithm now. Oh Lordy. Hey, everybody go back and say, don't go to any other videos. Just go to the newest one. She doesn't cry anymore. She's just really being a real nut bar, and she doesn't want any money. I just want to go in the net. My son-in-law is playing one of those. Oh. Oh my God. You know, we had an earthquake in Canada. How could you see your son? I'm sitting here in Canada and like my house is rocking, just like that thing up here rocking. But I was sitting there going, I think the house is moving, but just said that's the plant. Okay? I'm going, okay, the house is moving because the plant's moving. So, holy shit. Oh. Yeah. See, you're good. You play with the coins you earn. I'm kind of nut barish. When I had Farmville, I went and bought money so I could have the nicest animals. And, you know, but then after... Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, your your son is so cute. You gotta let your son have your son and come listen to this video and say, just have your son come to my video and say, "Oh, Reno, oh." You don't want to know what happened to me when I went to my first casino thing. Go back. That's another thing. I went gambling one time and I thought I broke the game. I was playing nickels, okay? Just nickels. I wasn't even near the quarters, okay? All of a sudden, it went blinging, blinging, all these lights going like this. Scared the living shit out of me. All of a sudden, these people come running towards me. And I go, what'd I do? He goes, oh, nothing. It's just running out of nickels. Well, Jesus. To have a manic depressive in there with all this. And, oh, Lordy. Oh, I won, I think it was $200 worth of nickels. Everything I won paid for our whole weekend. And you know what I did? Penelope, don't tell anybody, okay? I went to the dessert counter and I took like 6 of the brownies and all the munchies. And let's just say Kimmy had a care package upstairs because my husband said when we went back up there, because my husband can't handle all the bells, all and stuff. It just makes you add more money in there. Binga, 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 bing. Holy shit. So after that, it's like he told me stay in the room and I promised I wouldn't go nowhere. I sat there and my heart was palpitating. And then the scary thing is, as we're going upstairs, you see all these poor people on the couches. Oh yeah, before we went upstairs, I saw a guy lose $10,000 on a black, or was it black? What is that? 21? What is that? I'm standing behind him and he's playing, and I'm having a heart attack because I got so excited I won. I didn't even know how much I won yet because I carried all my coins upstairs. I didn't even cash them in. Oh, good God. Oh, I know. It's scary. So we know our limits. I think I need chocolate. Yep. So, I know. Like, that's why I can't go to gambling places, because you see of the gamblers that, it's like I've seen moms and dads lose the rent money, and all that. And that's why whenever we did anything, it was like a planned thing, because we were so close to the border, we could just go pop over. But now I'm scared to go over now, Everybody's so mean. Yeah. See, what I really miss is like big concerts where you had lots of room where you could dance. Like all these where everybody's so close, you can't do nothing. You can't even sway you gotta sway because somebody else is swaying. So we need some of our good rappers to start saying to the bad guys, like, this ain't right, Like, I'm sure a bunch of Benny Keys' guys would be saying, hey, dude, you're not right over there, Yeah. Oh, see, you guys are blessed to grow up in certain places. Yeah. It just all us mamas gotta go to PAX as the panels and say, stop, like, we just gotta stop saying it to everybody, stop funding Benny Keys. Benny Keys is something weird with him with the money, you know? Something weird. I don't trust him. I wouldn't give I wouldn't even give him I wouldn't even let him have a cigarette. I wouldn't give him nothing. I'd take his little hand and say, it's for you to go into treatment, big guy. You need to be locked up for 6 months and go find out what medications he should be on because he's wackadoodle. His sister killed herself for a reason. She just wanted to go to sleep. Yeah. 'Cause he's not fixing his life because he doesn't want to fix his life. He wants to bounce. He doesn't want to grow up. And Mama Keys is allowing him to stay at her house, pack him on the back, and say what a good boy he is. Benny Keys is upset because I can legally grow marijuana and I make capsules out of the stuff we grow so I don't hurt, you know? So, like everybody says, I don't get high. I just don't hurt. And that's a big difference. Yeah. See, your son-in-law, he's the one who's bipolar, Penel, Penelope, right? You said? Did I say that? Did I see that? Yeah. He he's a good guy. He's probably a middle child as well. He's not the oldest, and he's not the youngest. He's probably one of the in-between kids. And because of the in-between kids, sometimes we're put, well, our parents don't mean to, but because we are bipolar, I believe right from the day we're born, because we're always called the troublemaker, you know? Yeah, see? You know, you know what to do? Go get him if you can. You need to get your men that have tough beginnings, great big cinnamon buns. Yeah, I thought it was illegal in Texas too, but I don't know. You need to get your big guys. Yeah. Get your big guys that you love so much that are sometimes bipolar. They need to eat like cinnamon, a great big cinnamon bun or something like that. It feeds them, you know. Yeah, because you love them. That's why you believe them. Yeah. Well, I bet you do. See, do you know how hard it? Because I love Pop Tarts. Do you know how hard it is for me to walk by Pop Tarts when they're on sale? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So your hubby's diabetic, so he can't eat sweets unless I am not. Oh. Oh. You, you know what? My daddy was diabetic, Lynn. I'm going to tell you a story, okay? My daddy wasn't allowed to eat sweets either, okay? But I made him up a plate of, I had made, okay, remember baked apples that your grandma used to bake and you put it in pastry and then you make like the caramel sauce that goes over the apple as well, And then when you cut into the baked apple, like it's like that. Okay. My poor daddy. Oh, you took me for a ride too much, Mama. Okay. Oh okay, Mama, you're getting me off track. Oh, my poor daddy. All of a sudden he calls me up and he goes, wasn't that sauce? Wasn't that gravy? I said, what sauce? I said, I didn't even give you gravy. He goes, well, I didn't think it tasted right. He put caramel sauce all over his mashed potato, his dressing, his he had let's just say he had no caramel sauce for his apple. Jeez. See, I miss those phone calls because whenever my mom and dad left, I always left them with food because let's just say my mom wasn't a really good cooker because I was the cooker as soon as I could cook. Oh my God. Oh. See? Too much mama? You got a bunch of nice ladies at Griffey's place. Oh my freaking God. Jeez. Oh my Lord. Mama, I think I don't know. I think you might have to rewatch this, but I think you know most of what's in here. Oh, you guys have made me laugh because, see, you guys talk about stuff you're going through, and oh, but you can buy diabetic chocolate. You can buy, and it doesn't taste as good, but you know, I think I got to go check and see if I'm diabetic. So, okay, I got to go. Oh, thank you, Mom. I wasn't going to go on, and then I thought, oh, what the heck? See if anybody wants to come in and be nice. So, but I'm not going to, I'm going to go in Griffey's channel because I like it there. I'm not going to go into anybody else's channel. Everybody else is mean. So, I found my bear, right? We found our bear, Griff. Well, he's not my bear. He's Mrs. Griffith's bear, but we're just sharing him, right? Because, after you, what? But it gives you diarrhea. Ew. Oh, you're going? But it gives you diarrhea chat much later, love. Okay. I gotta go and get a drink of coffee, or I think I gotta get something. We are all going to find our good people and come share with you. Okay. Mama. Okay. How do I get the video? Are you gonna send it to me? You know what, Mama? Griffey got a video, or Griff got an email. How come Griff can get an email but nobody else gets emails? That's weird, eh? Just saying. Okay. Oh, love and light, ladies. Too much, Mom. You're cool. I like your raccoons. Yeah. Oh, you guys thank you for being on and telling me about your family. Hey, Penelope, get your brother to watch this and say, am I anything like Kimmy? Because he was a football player. He's a bear. Tell him her son used to Superman the field. And okay, cause we had to wash those fucking white pants again. And I shook the coach going, do you know how hard it is to get them clean? I'll leave you with that and have your brother say, I bet you she would have hugged you out when you come off the football player too and going, don't cry, big guy. There's another game. I know that's the hardest, eh? Because I bet you miss your big bear because you can't hug your brother. Yeah, grass stains. My kid Superman the field. Even without, he would wear his helmet and, just imagine if it rained and what he went through and it was mud going like this. He was swimming, okay, swimming. Oh, from one end of the field to the other. And I still love that kid, right? Because then all of our big guys that run out and act silly like that, those are our lovers, right? The guys that go, give me that, give me that, give me, right? Those are the chihuahuas. I can't, Penelope, I can't get my Facebook working for 4 years. Before the pandemic, just before the pandemic went down and I started getting bullied and then Facebook got blocked. I couldn't get in there. And then my other computer died and then my husband bought me a TV so I could watch or the TV, then the computer. It was like so many things. Oh. Oh yeah. Can you remember when you did everything? How you found out? Right. I turned my son's pants one time pink. His football pants. Good thing. You know that stuff, it's called Diaperine. It's like blue or something. It's still out there. You use that stuff and it makes everything go back white. But could you see the panic of me going, he's only got one pair of football pants. He's going to kill me if he's got to go out there wearing pink fucking football pants. So that's how you tell everybody who's had, go tell your son to go do the laundry and see if he separates it. Because that's when you find out your kids don't know how to do laundry. They put everything in together. Oh my God. Yep, I did that to my dad too. I think my dad had to wear pink underwear. I think I did that to all his work shirts, You know, hey, anybody who's got to make lunches for their boyfriend or whatever, you know what to do? Take a bite out of everything you wrap up for them. Okay? Just a little wee nibble, okay? Don't bite the whole sandwich, okay? Okay? If you go to give your hubby, say, hey, Penelope, if you go to give your fiance something today, if you go to feed him something, give him an apple. Say, here, darling, but take a bite on the other side and say, here. And he's going, and if he goes, well, you bit it. Just say, I'm your taste tester because I lovers you. So everybody, if you have to make a lunch, do a lunch or whatever, even do it to your kid. All of a sudden they'll open up their lunch and going, Mommy, somebody bit my sandwich. Then they'll go home and say, Mommy, somebody bit my sandwich. Oh, I know. You know what I did? You know what I did to my husband one day, Penelope? In the middle of his, because you're just like me. This is getting scary. Because I used to bite my daddy's sandwiches, okay. My husband gave me kick that the guys were kind of giving me mean looks because every time he opened up a sandwich, something was bitten. So I had to stop biting all his food, okay? So one time, because he's a stickler about lead poisoning and all these thingies, I put a note in there saying, I love you. And I wrapped it up in cellophane. And just as he goes to take a bite of his sandwich, all that's sticking out is the note out of his mouth. The guy looks at him and goes, hey, what do you got in your mouth? He goes, probably something stupid like I love you. So, this is my teaching of the day. Go and bite everybody's sandwich. Put notes in their stuff. And just say, Kimmy Monster from Canada is throwing snowballs and she's starting shit all over the world. Alrighty? And tell everybody, don't go to any other videos. Start from the one today, because it only can get better, right? Thumbs up. You want to see my crystal ball before you go? I'll show you. Okay. Throughout my years, and ladies, you will go into a shop, and at one point, you will have money, okay? Something will tell you, buy me, and you have to. These are what I call the higher powers, all the gods and goddesses, and every religion telling us from our true bloods, you need to buy this. This has to be part of you to make you whole. So until recently, I put my altar back up, and this is my crystal ball. See? I'll show you the stand. Because I couldn't remember it, because I wasn't allowed to remember what they were, all of these, are all these, if I can put, once I figure out how to do this, there is a maiden on each side, okay? And one is an older woman. It's called the crone. And then you have another one, the maiden. And then there's the child, the Miss Maiden Crone. These are the 3 stages of a woman's life. Because we're a young lady, well, we're a young girl, then we're a maiden. Because we change, we get our moon time. And then we become old and we don't have our moon time anymore. That's when we become a crone. That's why I'm not going to get my hair dyed again, you know? We are powerful women if us women get together. And we need to talk, and some women don't like other women because sometimes they're jealous. Because Beth McGee thought she said she was psychic and had the power of the Holy Ghost with her. But anybody who's psychic never charges $23 for whatever time you get with that person. A true psychic will say, gift me with what you can. And if it just so happens to be a hug, that's your payment. No psychic is ever, ever, ever to say, give me this, give me. Because I will say again, I was taught whatever I write down about somebody, I can never take back. So I had better be sure when I write something in writing, because words are so easily taken and abused. Writing can be changed. Writing can be so harmful because people who take little bits about a video, like what Benny Keys is doing right now, to get likes and money. Benny Keys is just the new popcorn hour and everybody's watching him. Benny Keys is our entertainment and he thinks we're all laughing with him. But like Griff says, we're laughing at him. Because Griffey knows who he is, right? Griffey is a big teddy bear because when I mentioned his dog and his wife, he was going to cry. I have never once seen Benny Keys not even going on a live to his sister's to find her dead. I've never seen any tears from any of those people. Right. And when I found out that that's why people were saying, well, a man that saves his dog, hey, instead of kills one, the man is Griff and the killer is Benny because he killed a dog. Griffey saved one. Benny didn't have to kill that dog off his property. He just wanted to kill it because he's off his medication. I see it. I'm on my medication and he's not. And people can keep telling me I'm crazy. But like what he said about bikers, putting up that thing about that old biker, right? What he said about that older biker. He doesn't realize that younger bikers get their colors by beating up chihuahuas, right? So, Benny Keys has lots of secrets that he's trying to hide and spin everybody else's secrets. So, I better go. It's almost, holy shit. Penelope, thank you for staying with me. And where did, I think Mary, where'd she go? Lynn had to go. But, like, look at Lynn. Hey, Penelope, to hold a baby. That's a lady. Right? To hold a baby till she decided it needed to go. She held that baby for her, not just for the baby. Because Lynn Morrison was and is one of the ladies that were probably one of Ishtar's maidens. She was probably came back from many centuries of being a nurse. Nurses always come back. Those who serve people are given multiple lives. Why do you think you're here, Penelope? And you have pit stop. Because you, Penelope, you pit stop in everybody's life to say, hi, I'm here. I'm just doing a pit stop to run in and say, gotcha. Yeah, I could see you. That's why I think you have Penelope pit stop, because you probably ran up to your brother all the time, hit him or something, and then ran. So after we get off here, okay, could you just message your brother and say, I love you from Snowball Nation, and then hang up and see what he does. He'll call you back and go, I love you from Snowball Nation. Oh, see, you were your dad. See, my daddy called me Kimmy Monster and Kimmy Doolittle. Yeah, I had two names. I was Kimmy Monster and Kimmy Doolittle. Because I was if I was really good. And if you pissed me off, I became the monster. But whenever I was around, I'm Kimmy Doolittle because animals love me. And I said to my husband today, he's going, how can I help you? I said, I need winter to go for one. He goes, well, I can't help you there. We're getting 3 more days of snow. I went, oh, fuckers, sorry. He goes, I'm so sore. I think he wishes we had a bathtub too. Because maybe we could both play in the bathtub together and say, hey, you rub my feeties, I'll rub yours. Because I lost 35. Oh, yeah. Of course you're an animal person. Because your daddy named you Pit Stop. Because you probably, everywhere you went, your father probably had to stop because you're going, oh, Daddy, look, it's a butterfly. Oh, Daddy, Daddy, look. You have your own farm. See? I asked my, I'm not doing any hamster shit no more. I brought home stray people. Jesus. My Penelope. Okay, I'm gonna go up for 7 up till 2:00, and then I'm leaving. You're keeping me going. I always wanted to have a farm, and I said this before, but I wouldn't be able to eat them. Here lies Bertha, the cow that gave milk until she died. Here are all the chickens, George, Marge, or no, not George. George is the boy. Or Georgette, Marjorie, We went to go get a cow, okay? I got 7 minutes to tell you the cow story, okay? We go on this island not too far from here to go because we thought, oh, let's buy half a side of beef, okay? Okay. All of a sudden, we get out of there, we're on this farm, okay? The farmer and his wife are there, and there's off to the side, there's this little room, or there's this little room here, okay? All of a sudden he goes, do you want to come and meet the cow? So I look at my husband, my son, and my granddaughter's there, and I'm going, excuse me? He goes, do you want to meet the cow? I went, are you out of your fucking mind? I swore, and I went, I don't want to meet the cow that you're going to kill. So I went running off. Because I went running off to the shed over here. And I didn't know somebody was in there. And I'm going, oh, and I'm going, wanna meet the cat before you kill it? Are you out of your fucking mind? I turned around. There's this poor little old man sitting in this chair. All of a sudden, the farmer's wife come running. She's shocked. The other guy's shocked, and I'm going, do you think I could use your bathroom? I don't feel well. So with that, let's just say, if we buy meat, I am not going to meet the fucking cow. So needless to say, one winter we found a little snake in the wood pile. Guess who tried to keep it alive? Little Copperbelly. I tried to go and find crickets to feed it, dog food, everything to feed the damn thing. But he died. My husband wanted me to put him outside in the snow. I said, you big meanie, you brought him in on the wood pile and now you want to kill him. So he sat beside me for a little while as I tried to feed him. Maybe I should have put him back in the wood pile. He'd be a big snake by now. Never mind. So, this is welcome to Kimmy's World. Oh, you want to hear the spider story fast? Okay. One time, okay? I go into this is when we had the bathtub, okay? All of a sudden I look, and we got a spider with his legs up. He's got 4 legs up on the side of the tub and 4 down, okay? So I was scared. I go and I get something, and I scoop him up and I save him and I take him outside. And I tell my husband how big that spider was, okay? So my husband's working night shift. He's sleeping. You know those great big salad freaking containers that are not the margarine that's little, the bigger one? I slide a piece of paper because guess whose wife came to look for her hubby? Because spiders are always in 2, okay? I slide this piece of paper underneath, and my poor hubby is working night shift. And I go, look whose wife came to find her hubby. He looked up. I almost gave my poor hubby a heart attack. So, this is Kimmy's World. Pretty weird, eh? And I lived it all the way to 60. And I am not getting my hair dyed. Maybe I'll get it dyed to where it'll be all gray instead of like these. Oh no, I like my grayness. I look like Lisa Laflamme from Canada. Lisa Laflamme. So, everybody out there, if you see a red-headed person, run up and say, Kimmy Monster said hi from Canada, and she's got a red-headed son and said they're special, just like Harry, who is going to be the next king of United Kingdom. Right, Harry? Oh no. Blood many kings and unknown investigates. What? I don't know. I can do anything better than you. See? Yep. Let's go watch the Chihuahua. I think he's on live. So, bye. Lovers you. Everybody get your popcorn because Benny Keys is starting his stream. Let's go laugh at the Chihuahua. Because nobody's going to donate to him anymore. He's going to have to find a real job, Benny Keys. I love you too. Bye, my mama. Too much, Mama. You're really quiet because you're going, they can see how nutty she is because she already told you who you are, right? Penelope is cute. So everybody, call your sons and everything if you got one and say, I love her shoe. If you haven't heard it, or even call your girlfriends. Hey, call somebody you don't like and say, remember last time we had a fight? I love you too much, Mom. But I went and I closed a lot of my videos, so I got to figure out how to get them down. Because I was pretty mean in a lot of them, I got to admit. But oh well. Hey, are those balloons? See, I got my glass. Hey, we got Hardy balloons. I love balloons and bubbles and butterflies. Hey, everybody, Penelope, go to the store and get bubbles. And blow them all over your house and drive all your animals crazy. Because it's nothing like seeing a bubble burst on a dog's nose as it goes cross-eyed, as it licks its nose and then goes, oh, you washed my mouth out with soap. So, goodbye, everybody. Have butterflies. Be good, peoples. Hey, everybody, go have Griff's wife watch this and say, Kimmy's got a crush on your hubby because he's a big teddy bear. and we'll start a rumor before Benny Keys can say, oh, Kim and Griff had something doing right there. Griff got Kim up online and oh my God, it was all staged and it was this and that. And hey, Griff, we got to go in between all our videos and say, this has not been a planned talk. This is all spontaneous. So whatever erupts out of Kimmy Monster's mouth, you never know. It depends on the people in her chat. Right, ladies? Because when every time somebody comes in here mean, right, girls, we have kicked them out. Right? Remember that time somebody came in here, that quacka somebody who was mean? We shamed her till she got out. We just ignored her. So, I love bubbles. You have special bubbles for your dogs. See, you're just as crazy as me. Too much, Mama. Jesus. We all got to share our phone number. Hey, everybody give Griff our phone number because that's the only email that came through. Mama, I got an email from Griff. I sent it to him and he brought it back twice. I said, he called me Miss Kim and it said nice things. He made me cry. I went, you big bear, you made me cry. So he probably sent it to his wife going, oh, Lordy, she's a nut bar. But I think I kind of like her. So, okay. Oh, my Lord, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Everybody. I know he is. I didn't know he had a handlebar mustache, just like my chef, just like Chef Ferguson. This is getting scary, right? I bet you know what? I bet you in about 2 to 3 weeks, Griffey's going to have a full-time job. I'll bet you. Griff is going to have a full-time job and he's going to get, 2 to 3 weeks. I bet you within usually works in 2, 4, 6 sequences. So within 2 to 4, between 2 to 6 weeks, Griff is going to be given a job with a whole bunch of medical and all these things. Because he's a worker. he doesn't like getting handouts. And you can tell. Because he's a good man. He's a good man. He's a bear. He's a bear. He's not a chihuahua. So, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Snowball Nation signing out. Everybody, call your friends and say bye, marshmallows. And have a fire and burn your marshmallows and fling them into your neighbor's yard. Who's that? We need to pray for better days. Who's that, Kathy? 7, hello. Is that your email? Is that you? Is that your email? Because I'll copy him. Is that your email? But I'm trying. Because I don't know why. YouTube is closing down my chat, so everybody's saying I'm not letting everybody see my okay. Everybody's saying that I'm not letting anybody see anything or closing comments down. I don't know how to do that, so I'm not doing it, okay? So everybody, bye. Okay. Bye. Love yous, ladies. Have a good one. Hey, too much mama. Boy, when your babies go to the vet and they get a needle, even when you have to bribe them with treats to say sorry. I really didn't mean for you to get a needle, but if you don't get this needle, you'll die, 'cause your mommy loves you. Right, mamas? Bye. Lovers you. Snowball Nation signing out. Coo-doo-coo-coo-coo-coo-coo. Oh, Lord, just the right time for me to sign out. Dr. Rashad Ritchie, indisputable. PTA mom accused of horrendous crimes against students. Don't let me near that PTA mama. Because I would kick the shit out of her if you ever heard anybody PTA mama. All of us good mamas, you gotta go out there and watch the other mamas, because the mamas that always think they're being nice, sometimes they're not nice mamas. Because this lady came from Toronto. Oh, here's another story. This lady came from, an affluent community in Toronto. Thought she would be able to come here, and she did try to take over the whole community and stuff. And see, way back then, I still don't think it's right every kid gets a trophy. You have to earn it. And this kid was that bad, and they were giving him his 6th strikeout. One kid gets 6 strikes out, and another one doesn't get 6. I said, this is bullshit. And I got a formal letter that only women knew about 7, even 10 years later, that couldn't understand why I had to go up to this woman and say, I am so sorry. I cursed in front of a bunch of kids. Would you please accept my apology so I can enter our park that I've belonged to a whole lot longer than you were here, darling? So, love and light from Canada. Be good. And I'll say it again, skinny cooks cannot be trusted. You gotta be chubby. And every woman loves to watch men eat. I love to watch eating. You gotta feed love to people instead of taking it. Love you guys.